Thousands of state workers will have to wait a little longer to know the fate of their next contract. The Michigan Civil Service Commission was supposed to give an approval on recommendations today, but a split vote caused the issue to be tabled. Anthony Sabella explains.
A protest outside the Capitol Commons Center Wednesday morning was supposed to lead to an energetic Civil Service Commission meeting inside, but it never got that far.
I would move to table the remainder of items.
The commission was scheduled to vote on recommendations for a new contract for unionized state workers. Made by the State Employee Relations Board, they include a raise for state employees, but with higher health care payments that raise deductibles and co-pays. The unions, led by UAW VP Cindy Estrada, told the four-member commission it's a decision the state doesn't need to make.
If there needs to be concessions, and we need the facts and figures to prove that there needs to be concessions. And again, I have a hard time thinking that there would be concessions when there's a revenue of over $600 million.
The decision to table followed a 2-2 tie on a motion to leave employee health care alone. Now the commission is pushing the two sides to come up with an agreement before its next meeting on January 15th. Jan Winters, director of the Office of the State Employer, argued in favor of the recommendations. She says despite higher state revenues, rising health care and retirement costs continue to be a concern.
We need to do something now. We have the opportunity to get our hands around a situation where we can continue to address increases in total compensation costs.
Both the state and the unions tell me they're willing to meet over the next month to try to come up with some sort of solution. As for when that'll happen, we'll just have to wait and see. In Lansing, Anthony Sabella, Fox 47 News.
Although no decision was made, Estrada says that this is still a victory. She says because it forces the two sides to keep looking for options other than health care increases. Well, Detroit has the potential to set a dangerous example for Michigan and the nation. There's concern that the city will leave its workers and their retirement funds in limbo. Governor Rick Snyder was asked whether or not he thinks that could encourage other cities to file for bankruptcy in an attempt to avoid paying pension obligations.
No, Detroit was relatively unique in terms of the huge amount of debt and the issues they've had. Again, we have some other challenges in other cities and school districts, but that number of entities has stayed fairly level, and in fact we've exited a couple cities with emergency measures, Ecorse and Pontiac, in terms of leaving those communities. So as the economy recovers, hopefully we're going to be able to work through this.